Hello and welcome back to another Green Team meeting this Monday evening. I am Amy B., your host, in for Marty and Cheryl Turner. And today we're going to go over the 30-30-30 Director Accelerator. Got some slides here from last week's call. We're going to go over, just how simple and duplicatable it is and how this is not just, like a copy and paste and like send on kind of system. This is a get to the roots of it, show people how it's done, and then let them and encourage them to do it themselves because it really makes it that simple. So let's get right into it. These are some of the first people who've actually made director on the Director Accelerator program, the first ever achievers. They won the $500 shopping experience to Aura, Apple, or Aloe. And it's again 600 in Canada. So congratulations to all of them. They enrolled in May and achieved director in May. This is amazing. This is really encouraging people and bringing people to that next level right out of the gate instead of, maybe like, okay, here's our catalog and here's what Shaklee's about. Now, good luck, call me if you need anything, because that is definitely not working these days. It may have worked in the past, but it's definitely not anymore. So this is the new Director Accelerator development plan. And take time to take this QR code, get your phone out, scan it up. I already did, and it has a 30-minute video in this QR code and also a PDF form. So you watch that. It's actually like 27 minutes. Watch that. It's going to give you everything you need. Take notes, watch it a couple times, get it ingrained so that you can help your directors when they sign on. They need that 30-minute onboarding call and then that 30-minute launch party. So it's an hour of your time to really launch these people into a successful business. And people are really looking for home-based businesses right now, or something supplemental even. Maybe it won't take over their whole job, but it could if they want it to, for sure. So the 30-30-30 system, how to bring on new ambassadors and hit director in the first 30 days. And I know we've got people doing this every single day, and it's just a beautiful thing. Simple beats impressive, everybody. Simple is repeatable, and that brings momentum, right? Complicated system, it dies with you. It's Greek to everybody else. So you want to simplify, you want to duplicate, and you want to help people really be confident in what they're doing and how they're sharing and building their own business. Because you want them to feel like the CEOs of their business that they are. And that's going to help them get to director and beyond really quickly. So on board in the first 5 to 7 days, you get them, they say, yes, I want to do this. Let's go. The first 5 to 7 days, if it can be tomorrow, tomorrow's better, right? But that first week for sure, get the onboarding call. It's a half an hour where you go over, the back office, you go over the catalog, you go over the products, you help them find their niche products that they're going to be working with and encouraging other people to be working with. And then their launch party, 7 to 10 days after onboarding. If it can be sooner, it can be sooner. That's great. But give them some time to really kind of dive into all of the products and all of the things so that they are feeling very
Um,
confident at that launch party. What's up?
you were just glitching out a little bit, but
Oh,
continue on and thank you so much.
okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that my internet is unstable. So if at any point you want to take over and I can just continue sharing, but let's see if this will work. So
Okay.
then, of course, the goal is to hit director by the end of that 30-day window. So the onboarding, super quick, super easy, 30 minutes or less. Mom's saying 20 minutes. Why make it 30? We can definitely get through this faster. Get them plugged in, set up, and excited, but not overwhelmed, right? So that's why focusing on their niche products, like show them the catalog and what all we offer, but help them to really kind of dial into what is going to be their easy to sell or easy to market products. And again, simple beats impressive, as we already went over. It's easy to duplicate. So on onboarding, team communication group, that's our green team meeting that we do here every Monday. So calendar of events, we have our March Madness, we have our different, competitions throughout the year, go through the back office, storefront, direct deposit setup, as well as their loyalty order, teach them how to share cart links, company story and history. Dr. Shaklee gave us such a great story that it's easy. That's an easy one to sell. And then of course your hero products, as I mentioned, and the weekly pay for the star Star Club. And then their first target, director in 30 days. And of course, it's not a copy and paste. Like I mentioned, this is the links that they have, which our links in our back office are amazing. We have so many tools and videos and PDFs and so much information to help you. We got to be using it for sure and showing them how to use it. And they do encourage us to do voice notes or phone calls or video calls versus texts or DMs because people are, maybe missing some of that. We get a lot of
Text
texts,
messages.
a lot of texts and DMs, right? Voice notes, absolutely. So just the better your customer service, the more profitable your business. Because if people work with who they like, right? So the more personable you are, the more people are going to want to work with you. And why director? Why now? This is simple, right? You get the personal discount from 15 to 25%, additional bonuses that Star Club and weekly pay is amazing, and incentives. And then, of course, the $500 luxury shopping experience, which is brand new and is amazing. And at director, leverage begins, momentum builds, you get your confidence, and then you're in a better position to go on to other levels. So the second part of it is the launch, and it's a 30-minute Zoom or live party. A lot of people are doing hybrids where they'll have like their live party and then they'll bring in the director or the upline who sponsored them, the sponsor, to do their little presentation for them and help with the presentation because we want the obviously the main sponsor to be doing it, but if you need help from the upline, that's always going to be there for you. So scheduled right away at the end of the onboarding. You don't want to wait until, you forget about it the next day or days later. Within the next week or 10 days, 30 minutes, keep it simple. Like I said, in person or hybrid, invite at least 50, aim for 10 to 20 to show up because we know it's a numbers game. And of course, a secret business is not a profitable business, right? As we know. And it's not about time, it's about the system, right? So this is just going over that, keeping it consistent and getting it moving. The secret ingredient is your borrowed belief, your excitement about them becoming director and them building their own business is going to help them while they're building that confidence because they come in and they don't really know, what to expect or what to do or how to do it. So your excitement and your encouragement is really going to help them to get comfortable, right? And Marty, if you want to chime in at any moment, feel free, this can be a back and forth daddy daughter kind of thing.
You're doing absolutely wonderful. It is all about duplication and working together. I found that the more that you kind of guide them and help them, and then get them to start doing more of the presentation and doing more of the process, the sooner they're going to gain confidence, and then they'll just simply know that if they can do it, I can do it too. And if they can teach it and continue to live it, that will continue to perpetuate and duplicate. And that's really what we want. So we come in with the confidence and energy, like you said, but then eventually they have to be able to pass on and continue to build in depth as you continue to build your leadership.
That's right. And sharing in real time, like this says here, when you say, oh, yeah, I forgot to do this post, but I'm going to make up for it now or whatever it is, then they feel like there's less pressure to be perfect and
Right.
just, kind of just keep plugging. Like just as long as you keep showing up, it's going to keep growing, right? And celebrating every little milestone, every customer, every circle close, even when people are commenting on your, posts and you're getting some feedback, like that's a beautiful thing. And that's going to help build too. And then building that community. So the 30, 30, 30, you guys, 30-minute onboard, 30-minute launch, and 30 days to hit director and repeat. So they've really simplified this, and made it very simple for everyone to kind of understand how to do this. Again, go back to that QR code and check out that video. I'm going to go back to it for you guys. And check out that video. It's 27-minute video, and it's going to really walk you through all of what we kind of just went over and get it dialed in and start using the system. And let's get those directors built and get you to your next level on Shaklee. We know you can do it, and we're here for you every step of the way. And I know Marty and Mom probably have some more things to add to this presentation.
Great stuff. Wow, I love it. Super succinct, very clear. 30, 30, 30. Now, if you think about it, the whole idea is that we have all these tools And I like the fact that they said the tools are not the strategy. The tools are to help you to execute on the strategy. And if you keep it simple and duplicatable, it will grow. And if you make it, too fancy, you add too much stuff, what's going to end up happening is people are going to be like, "Oh, I don't know if I can do that." And I remember that back in the day when we used to do presentations in front of a large group and we had slides and we had PowerPoint stuff going on. The problem was is they're like, wow, I don't know if I could do all of that. I'm just part-time. Well, here with Zoom and the ability to connect through technology, it gives us a really easy opportunity for them to be able to do that in their busy lives. And so, well, out, doing your freewheeling, adventuring, in your wheelhouse, or if you're at your home, or if you're even on your smartphone. The cool thing is that everyone can participate at any time as long as they have that technology. So we're very excited of what Shaklee has done, that Rogers invested millions and millions and continue to bring on the best people at the leadership level both inside the company and out in the field that have come over, some from other companies, to find a better, stronger, longer home with Shaklee. And so we're very excited that they're with us and that we can learn so much from them, and that we are continuing to see amazing growth happen. So, with that, sweetie, I'm going to have you kind of come on and say a few more words before we wrap it up.
Well, I'm excited that they can click on the QR code and watch a 30-minute as me. Part of the reason Marty married me was because I had my overhead projector 30 years ago. So
That's right. And our first investment together was the overhead, was the
the
slide,
screen.
the slide screen, yeah, that we took to
I mean,
Canada.
yeah.
And yeah, so good time. Full that, you can do it together. I know for a lot of people, they feel like, oh, the ladies are share this with the men who can do this with the women. It's not a guy's thing or a gal's thing. It's a we thing. And that was what was so wonderful that Cheryl and I could do it together as a couple. And it could be just friends. It could be, that significant other. Great way to
Daughter.
be able, yeah, exactly. To continue to keep it in the family.
Yeah.
We had just a brief conversation with Amy's daughter, our granddaughter, about that this might be something in her better choices, as she wants to spend more time with Archie, our
Yeah.
great grandson, and possibly, if it is, and that we'll have another one on the way, and then it'll be even more motivation for her wanting to be home and staying at home to raise those wonderful children.
Yeah.
Well, we love that we can do that and that Amy has that flexibility and freedom.
You
She is
bet.
broadcasting from her RV. We never know exactly where she is, but she tries to give us a pin so we know where she ends up. But it's
Yeah,
amazing. She has that freedom and flexibility. Amy, you're doing an amazing job. Love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you,
very
thank you.
much.
And I actually am broadcasting from outside their home in Maplewood tonight. I
That darn,
just got back, so I'm here for a
yeah.
short stint and then I'll be heading east and then south. But I've got my immunity boost shot, so everybody to your house.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next week.
Good
Cheers.
job.
Cheers.
Great stuff. See you, everyone.